Hi folks, this is Danny at Bradley James Classics and welcome to today's walk around video. Now today we're looking at a rather modern vehicle for us, and it's a traded in VW Caddy from 2010. Now it's a former British gas utility van, so despite the fact it's done 227,000 miles, it has been maintained very well. They do look after their vehicles, and actually it's also had a rather big spend on it as well, because it's had a cam belt and water pump and a set of injectors. So all of those things rather pricey to get done, and this one does benefit that all that's been done. Now all of that work was done because it went down to the south of France on a fishing trip last year, and all the work was done to really make sure it was all industrialized for that journey. Now it has also had a conversion to be a micro camper. Now I'll show you the rather ingenious addition to the back. It looks really smart. It's also the Maxi version of the Caddy. Now the Maxi means it's a long wheelbase Caddy, so you'll notice compared to your average Caddy that is actually quite a bit longer. And this one has the advantage of having sliding access doors on both sides rather than just the near side, which most of them do. It's also got these double opening doors at the back, nice dark glass. Now even though the barrel bit is missing, it does have this rather heavy duty rear lock. Now I'm assuming that was fitted back in the days of it being with British Gas, so if a barrel can be bought to go in there, you've got a very secure lock. Otherwise it's just a standard key. And there's a large carp on the back there, so I suppose that's the little nod towards it being done up for fishing. It has a set of genuine alloy wheels from VW, and you can see the rear discs and pads are quite new, and the front brakes are quite new as well, so good brakes all round. And the van itself, I will get up and slowly walk round, show you the bodywork, but she is in pretty good shape. Nice shiny bodywork, and this is the colour that all of these British gas vans pretty much are, so quite a common sight. This one looks quite nice. It's got a wind deflector fitted on the front, which gives it quite a nice modern look. If that's not to your taste, it doesn't take much to remove them, but yeah, I think it looks pretty good with that on. Very good condition inside and out. Clearly it has been cared for, and with all the work that's been done to it, I think that's a big piece of mind done, because the water pump and cam belt job is quite expensive on these vehicles, costing, I think it's usually a sort of £600 to £800 job. That's all been done, and a set of injectors is a pretty penny, so it's nice that that's all been done as well. This has got a 1.6 TDI engine, so they're pretty frugal, despite being a fairly large van, so running costs on these are very reasonable. Now I'm going to show you the inside, so let's have an open up here, and then down here is how you open that. And it's all been, well, let's have a look at the back first. So it's all been carpeted out, and this nice light grey on the ceiling and the sides, and it's all been done extremely well, as you can see all down there. It's got a heavy duty vinyl floor, and what you're looking at there, see that silver disc, that's actually where this fella locates, and that's actually the base for the table. Now I'll get round to that in a minute. It's nice that all of the doors on the rear are carpeted too, and it's got a very comfy and it's brand new actually, this inflatable bed. It has a built-in pump, and you can pump this up with a USB port. There's a USB in the front of the vehicle, so that's your bed. And then when it's not required, this bed deflates. The box for the bed just sits in here. As you can see, there's a large storage area. You've got one of those either side, and this one is a pull-out large drawer. Now I'm told what happens here is that if you want to do your cooking, you can put a burner on here, and you can put your pots and pans on here, so you can quite easily set up your outdoor cooking. and then when not in use, that just slides back in there. Now this silvery bit in the middle is a tabletop, and that bit raises up, and then you can sit on this bit and this bit, sit either side. That's removable, this center section, but the table can just sit in between you, and this bit, which is black, removes, and then you can see the rest of the bed base, and that's a huge storage area, and there's a little handle where that slot is, so plenty of storage. And then this is an extra deep, and it's a special mattress which is super comfy, and as I mentioned earlier, it has got a built-in pump, so you can set that pump up. Now it's a large single, you could probably squeeze a full-size double in there, but this currently is a large single, so really at the moment it's set up for one people or two people that get on very well. Now let's go round to the side door and show you a bit more. Now that's it with the bed in, and this is the section which removes, which I'm going to show you what that's like. In fact, I'm going to pop this mattress out in a second. So if I just push that forward, you'll see that this is the fast fill built-in pump, so that makes it quite easy to quickly inflate the bed. So if I just pop this bed out, and I'll show you the rest of this bed base, and you'll see, you can just pop this out to one side for a second. Not used to doing these sorts of demos. Now this gives you a better idea of the bed base. As you can see, it's all very smart. Even though there's a little pull down cupboard here, you can also lift up here, and you can see the size of these storage boxes. Let's show you this one as well. This is the one that's got the pull out system. This as you can see, fits onto that pole, and that slots in the bottom, and this area can basically raise up, and then that becomes your bed with this post, I'm sorry, bed table. If I lean forward, I can show you that it's got this very large storage box here, and that gives you an idea of that vinyl flooring, which is very nice. I'm going to also go around here and show you that you've got the other sliding door, so access into this van is not too tricky at all. So being the long wheelbase one, it does give you much more room to build a little micro camper. Now this bench is removable, so if you do need a little bit more storage and you want a sit down area, let me just put that to one side, and there you can see that's quite a nice load area which goes right the way through because of these double doors, and that's what's left of the bed base. And you can see, actually, if you wanted to use this van for more conventional use, you deflate your mattress, pop that away in its box, you could take out this removable bench, and then you've still got what is quite a large van area. Now, being a utility van, that is an air vent which is there and at the top there, so fresh air. A big storage area above the driver's cabin here. And now, despite the mileage, the interior is really good. I guess the passenger sides, you can see by just looking down at the carpet here, that's well, the matting is all very good condition, as are the seats. They've worn very well, actually, both sides. It's very smart in here. And as I sit inside, this one, air conditioning, a built-in stereo. There's your USB port down here, rev counter, power steering, electric windows and electric mirrors, so rather well appointed, and it is all very nice and bright and shiny in here, all in very good order. So I'm going to now walk you around the bodywork, starting with the near side. Front bumper in excellent condition, as is this wing, as is the driver's door. If I get very close down on this wing, there is a little fold there actually. Just spotted that. Sliding door in good condition, as is the rest of the side of this van. Very nice. Rear door in good order. Parking sensors on the back. Let's just close up the back so I can show you both of these doors. It's all in rather nice condition back here. I'm going to slide this other door shut. I'll get in very closely. Got a couple of touched up bits on that rear arch, nothing drastic. The rest of that side is in good order, no dents or creases or scratches or rusty bits. I'm getting very close there. Got a little scratch here, but this driver's side door looks to be in very nice order. Front wing, again there's a little bit of scratch of paint off there. Front bumper is good. If you look very close there, I think you just about see British Gas coming through the paint a little bit there. Yeah, I think it says British Gas. Nice tinted glass all the way round, and as you can see from my little walk around here, it does present very nicely. Very clean under the engine bay as well. I will take a photograph of that and add it to the images on our advert, but I'm going to just give you a final little walk around from the outside, just to give you an idea of how it does look. That's that little bench. So yeah, really nice condition. It drives ever so well. It's got MOT through to late May 2026. And as you can see, it does look pretty smart with the wind deflector on the front. And I'm going to end up just jumping inside the driver's side just to show you the instruments in here. Let's have a little look. Yeah, again, considering the mileage, it has been preserved very well in here. It's impressive that it has things like air conditioning and electric mirrors, electric windows, rev counter, and there's a multi-display there. You can just about make out the mileage. Yeah, really good order. A 5-speed manual gearbox, is a 1600 TDI engine, and just in general all-round good condition. So this one, just to recap, 227,000 miles, a recent cam belt and water pump fitted, and it also has had all the injectors done as well. It starts on the button. It's got a big heavy-duty battery in this car, and it drives ever so well. Very, very long MOT, about 11 months MOT as I make this video, and she's in stock and good to go. So it's either a micro camper, and there's that bed in the back. Well, sorry, I've taken the bed out, but this is the area. It still leaves you plenty of van space if you do want to use it as a partial micro camper and a van for the rest of the time. All of this carpeting in the back is ever so smart. Now, the previous owner said he didn't bother with a big electrical system. He just used to have a large rechargeable power bank that used to take with him on trips. So there doesn't seem to be a lot in the way of any electrics in the back to worry about. There's no plumbing, there's no sinks in here, there's no drainage issues, there's no extra lighting. I think all of that used to be portable, and I think they've done a very nice job. It certainly looks very smart, very clean and fresh, and it smells nice in here. Must admit that air freshener probably helping, but yeah, really good condition. Well, thank you for watching today's video. If you are interested in this vehicle, we can arrange full UK delivery. We just need your postcode to be able to work out a quote. We can also part exchange your existing vehicle, and that would be a classic car, a modern car, or a light commercial, and we can give you an idea of the trading value. So it could be that we deliver this one and take your old one away. We are based in the North Hampshire countryside. There's a railway station which is quite close to us. Obviously a vehicle like this is perfectly great to just drive away. You're very welcome to come and have a look at this, inspect it yourself and take it for a drive. And yes, it just remains for me to say thank you for watching today's video. This is Danny at Bradley James Classics signing out.